myself a sec to wake up here. Ugh. Staying up late on the weekends is not a great idea. Phew. Alright. Might as well get down to brass tacks. And hopefully people will show up eventually. It's time for more Hag and White. So yeah, I don't know. Good grief. I know my bitrate's not great, but whatever. Okay. You know what? People are not here, so I may as well just get started. More Hag and White. So I have posted this in a couple of places, but I made the decision, after the shit show that was my playthrough of Chapter 3, that I was just going to restart that chapter and play through it again, because we lost 3 units over the course of it. And the thing with Hag and White is that part of the appeal of it, to me at least, is the high amount of character interaction, all the different character interactions, and you lose some of that if you lose units, so I decided to just reset. I did most of my preparation for this upcoming chapter off-screen, but yeah, I think we might as well jump into it. Point of No Return. Chapter 4. Excuse me. Blast! Enemies all over. I can't see Redbeard anywhere. Where in the world is he? He said we'd meet up to that outside. Maybe he was caught, or maybe... I'm going to stop you right there, Apate. Suit yourself. More escaping prisoners! And they don't look nearly as tough as the last guy. Mercenaries, to me! Teh, it didn't take them too long to spot us. The last guy? Could that be... Redbeard? Redbeard, are you around here? Kyra! Kyra, that your voice I just heard? Redbeard, you made it out. You thought chumps like these would be a problem for me. Ha! Hey, Eli, say hi to your sister. Kyra, you came to save me too. You shouldn't have. Redbeard, I owe you more than I can ever repay. Told you before, right? Repay me by getting away with your life. I'll disappear with Elias before they can give chase. Good luck, Kyra. I believe in ya. Sis, be careful. Oh, that's such a relief. Alright, all we have to do now is escape from this place. We can go through the gate, or breach the walls. Anything works as long as we can leave the perimeter. Alright. And we get a prep screen. Man, the Wayneck, hey. Valid, yeah, no. I mean, for me at least, I think it was only, it's only right that I, try and show off as much as, I try and show off as much of the game as I can, and, like, I wanna show off the character interactions as much as I can. So the thing is that, with replaying the last chapter, another thing that happened was I actually got Lopez some kills, so we have some coins to sell off. Although we can't do that right now, actually, so, because we don't have an armory just yet, to sell them to. But yeah, anyways, so I did all my preps off screen for the most part, and so I have everything set up. This map, as far as I can tell, is not too difficult. The goal here is to either break through these walls and go to these tiles here, or try and get all the way out down south. I'm actually not sure which of the two I'm going to really try for, because these breakable walls show up a little bit sooner than this gate does. But I think there's also some characters who are going to be joining us, that they're going to spawn down here. I don't remember exactly, but anyways, I think it's time. What are these guys? Steel hammer. Okay, so it's looking like they are mostly going to be handled by Kairos. And then everything else, I think Kairos and Phobos. I think you can take care of these bunglers pretty good. I do want Kyra to like try and make her way south as much as possible, because these wyverns here are actually kind of a nuisance, and I would like them gone as soon as possible. Also, we have Dion, a mercenary hired by the prison, an impatient and irritable boor. So boorish. Alright, save real quick.
Ah, what the heck's going on in that shoebox? Here's hoping the warden didn't lose her head. We haven't been paid yet.
Chief, they're moving fast. What do we do?
I don't know, maybe stick them where it hurts? Send them back to their cells or to meet their maker. Either's good. You just make sure they don't set foot out in the yard.
Alright, Chief.
Oh, and rouse the guys in the barracks. Drag them out of bed if you have to. These lunatics beat everyone inside. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
As long as they don't bar the doors, the guys will keep coming.
Okay, what are you waiting for? Move out. Here I thought this would be a nice boring job. Barely a week into our contract and everything goes to hell in there. What's next? Help gonna come from outside, too?
Seize the barracks to stop reinforcements and obtain items. The situation will worsen in 20 turns. Yeah, that's what I expected. Right. Let's just start off with a save state. And let's get this show on the road. Alright, first things first. We get our tanks up front. So these soldiers look like they'll die to a stiff breeze. Okay. Which is actually kind of a nuisance, because I would appreciate them being able to... I would appreciate being able to feed them to Lopez, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. Unless... no. Unless... no. Okay. Let's see, 4 and 5. Fungo, you can just conk this guy on the noggin. Ugh. Apologies if I sound a little bit tired, because I kind of am. I was up kind of late last night. HP, magic, skill, and res. Okay, that's a bit of an odd level up, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I was kind of up later than I would like to be last night because I went out to have some fun with a friend, but because of some poor planning on my part, I didn't realize that the place we were going to didn't serve food, so I had to eat dinner after I got home. And that meant I was up pretty dang late in the evening. So, yeah, I may be a little bit on the sleepy side right now. A bit eepy sleepy, you might say. Hopefully the stream won't suffer too much because of that. Alright, here we go.
Hey! Gah! Escapey's out in the courtyard. On your feet, layabouts. Grab your weapons.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Let me wait for my head to stop spinning. Ugh.
Idiot, come out or the boss will have you flayed. And me for letting you sit around on your butt. Go, go, go! Armor on, lance up. Excuse me.
What time even is it? Sun's still down. Today's not supposed to be my night shift. What a pain in the neck.
Looks like we have a potential recruitable in our midst. We'll have to try and do them.
Hey, Matt. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just a little tired because I was up late last night. Strength, skill, luck, and resistance. Nice job, Kairos. Yeah, I was out late last night, and I did not get quite as much sleep as I would have liked. I took a little bit of a nap right before the start of the stream. I may be a little bit groggy, but yeah, I'm doing fine, all things considered. It's been kind of a long week for me, so you know, I've been doing a lot, both in terms of just a lot of streams and just a lot of stuff in general, because I've had a whole bunch of like moving parts going on. It's commissioning Aqua for my friend Aqua for some artwork, and it looks like she's going to be delivering some cool stuff soon. Alright. Yeah, throw your hand axe. Right, and this guy wasn't in range to... Oh, that's odd. He just doesn't move. Okay. Very well. We take that. Alright, now... let's see here. Let's have Begonia dunk this guy. And get HP magic and res. Okay. Everyone's getting magic when they really don't need to. Phobos and Kairos, you rejoin the rest of the party over here. Now, Lopez, how do we do? Okay, 18 plus 6 is enough to get a kill on this guy. So I think Fungo... I mean, I could just have Fungo conk this guy for a little bit. And he even dodges. That's nice. And then Lopez...
Keep your eyes wide open now. You wouldn't want to miss our dazzling triangle attack.
Pointless triangle attack is pointless, but you know what? It looks cool. And that's all that matters. Same here. I was out to watch Dark Knight. Oh, really? That's cool. Is it being re-released in theaters? Because I certainly haven't heard anything about that. Okay, Hecate. You take this guy on. And as usual, Soter will go here and run interference. Raleigh, I'm still not sure if I want to bother using you, but you can get this kill. Alright. And then... Pate, you can heal Fungo up. And Kyra, you can... I guess you can take point behind Soter. I don't really want to be trying to send you off to the barracks, because then I won't have your lovely bows on hand to deal with those pesky wyverns down south. No, it was at a friend's house. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Kind of a similar thing for me, because I was out seeing friends. It's just that we went axe throwing, which... if you saw the video on my channel, the short that I uploaded, you would know. Oh, damn it. We're already getting people out the barracks because we haven't captured it. Alright. I think it's time to start locking in, as the kids say. So Kairos and Phobos, you need to get that barracks, and you need to get it now. In the meantime... Lopez. Still not enough to get the kill on this guy. Hecate... or... not Hecate. Apate, you need to get to healing. Alright. And shoot. Alright. And then... we have Fungo here. Soter, get out of the way. So we can have Begonia here. And Lopez here for another triangle attack. I am having too much fun with this. Alright, Lopez. Level up. Please get strength. He got strength, yes. Joy of joys. And more coins. We are fully committed to the Lopez coin mean. Alright. Hecate, how do you do against these? Oh, you can't kill. That's unfortunate. Alright. And now we wait this shit out. Kairos, I'm gonna need to... Nope, that was the sound of my phone vibrating on the desk. I have one of my prescriptions in. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to actually go and get it. Guess we can kiss the warden goodbye. And our paycheck along with her. Gah, you'll taste my ice spear for this. That's 13 damage. Just under half Soder's health. And now for the dogpiling of the archers. And meanwhile, Soter gets more anima rank and more EXP from taking shots. Shots from the pots. Oh, here we go. That might have been the cheapest lock I've seen. Are you sure you want to go in yourselves, though? Sounds like a quick way to meet the mother to me. Quick, but not painless.
You have my thanks, Hessia. Please, leave the rest to us. Hey, it's your funeral, man.
Don't worry about us, Hestia. We'll be fine. We're just going to poke our heads in, surprise the gate guards, and get out before the rest even notice we were here. Easy peasy, if you ask me.
Take this seriously, Agariste. We stake our lives on this. Mistakes invite perdition.
Yeah, I know. What's so wrong with telling myself things will go well? What, should I start thinking of a good epitaph for my grave?
Not yours. Mine, if any. I would never allow any harm to befall you, Agariste. No matter what I may need to sacrifice to keep you safe.
Okay, now you're just being depressing, Dad. Raise that mustache. Everything will go swimmingly. You're the best knight in Tartaros, after all.
She's got the right of it, Perry. Time will prove her right, or wrong. We shall see. You are correct, however. One must go into combat with their head held high.
Now you're talking, Perry.
Alright, I'll wait for you here. If Pericles or Hestia die in this map, it is game over. After Agari escapes, they will move to leave the map as well.
Alright. So we have green units to save.
I was trying to remember exactly how this map went. Oh, Kyra, you're not in range to get that wyvern.
Alright. Oh, but you are in range to get this one. And I think that's what I'm going to have you do. Get out of here.
Kairos, you go get this barracks. Well, what's his name? Phobos comes down to join the action. Bring the action.
Oh, come on, Lopez. You're still not dealing enough damage to kill these guys without triangle attacks.
Weak sauce.
Meanwhile, Begonia, you just take this guy out. I think you're gonna go for that barracks. Hum.
I'd kind of like Soder to kill the boss here.
Let's see. Hecate. You still just 1 point short of getting kills on these guys. Alright. I may have to start taking advantage of Soder Gaming for this. East Raleigh get rid of this one. As for you, I guess chip EXP is better than no EXP on Lopez. And then actually Fungo. You don't do enough to one-shot this guy. So we're going to have to send Soter in to soften him up. And we can't skip this because it's a boss encounter. Oh well.
Soder level up, who cares? Strength, magic, speed, and luck. Okay. I guess that's a good level. And then Hecate, you take the archer out, and Fungo, you can finish this guy off.
Nice. I always hoped I'd die a more dignified death.
And that's a level. HP, skill, speed, and defense. Alright, Fongo's growing nicely. Growing quite nicely. And we have to deal with the scrub squad down here is having combat. Gary, why do you have a sword equipped in front of a lance-using knight? That's a choice in the game design. Oh well. At least your dad doesn't have to worry about his combat being off. And at least these wyverns are going to get owned by him. Alright.
Sorry, heals. And Pericles just nukes this guy. Fun. Oh, come on. That's rude. That is actually a nuisance. Alright. Kairos, shut this barracks down. Those brigands we picked up recently have a peculiar kinship. Especially the boss and her two buddies, the smelly guy and the other one. Wouldn't want to find myself surrounded by the three of them on the battlefield. What, giving vague hints to random folks is one of my hobbies. No matter who the folks may be, comrades, passerby, even enemies. Hey, wait a minute, you're an enemy! You coward, get back here! And hey, give me back my bow! I bought it with my own salary, damn it! This hack is a good sense of humor. I like that. Alright. Big on you, how do you do against this archer? Not bad. So we can just have you compacts this guy here. Phobos, I'm gonna have you go back and assist Kairos, just in case. Oh, this fucking thing doesn't give a void boost. Damn. I guess that's just a sign that we have to get our rear in gear. Oh, you have the Sigil Tome. Yeah, this is a new tome to this hack. Effective against mages. So I can't put a Kate in your range. Alright. And now for the $1,000,000 question. Who do we heal up? Who do we give our precious heal to? I actually think what I'm going to do is have Lopez, you trade this vulnerary over to Soter. Because I think he's going to have to... I think he's going to have to be the one to bait these cavalry, this cavalry over here. And then Apate, you heal Fango up. And get a level up for your troubles. Level 17, speed, luck, and defense. Okay, that's nice. And then Fungo, you go here. Equip the halberd. Excuse me. Kyra, you go here just for the hell of it. Meanwhile, Raleigh, you be prepared to back Soder up in a second. And Hecate, you go here. Alright, thankfully Kairos is dodging at least some hits. Alright, level 9. Speed, luck, and res. Hopefully that'll give him just enough of void to dodge this. Nope. That's a reset. That's actually slightly obnoxious. Because how am I supposed to deal with this douchebag? I think what I'm going to have to do is this. Take him out, frame 1, get the level up, which this time is going to be skill, speed, luck, and defense. Okay, that's actually a better level up than the one I got previously. And then I think Kairos should be safe there against that axe user. So we're instead going to have Phobos go here. And then it's basically just kind of the same thing. Same thing we did last time. Actually, Begonia's going to be in range of some of these knights and calves. So, oh well. I think that she'll be fine. Oops. No, I wanted to heal. Okay. And heal up Fungo. Get the slight level up. HP, skill, and speed. Okay. Alright. And then get everything in position. Alright. And then we don't need to see this. Nice. And then over on this side, it's gonna be Soder versus the Holy Knights and this guy who actually hurt a little bit. Begonia, that was a miss that did not need. How much do you do? 4 damage, thank God. If that was enough to kill Soder, I was gonna be mad. Alright. And then the green units rush up to greet us. Okay. Okay, thankfully nothing coming from the other barracks. We can deal with at least some of this. But speaking of the other barracks, let's get the stuff there. Longbow. Phobos, you kill this guy. This critical is pointless. Begonia, visit here. Ah! Who are you? Don't mind me. No, wait. Hear me out. I'm part of this mercenary band, but, I'm not really enjoying it. My boss is a jerk. I'm okay with doing night shifts, but when I don't take them, I expect to be allowed to get some decent sleep. All that, and you've got to be strong to come this far. So, I'd like to switch. Go with you, I mean. Don't tell me you're not hired blades yourselves. Any regular pickpocket couldn't be causing so much trouble. So, guess my first shift with you guys will be a night one. Alright, and we get Nicholas. Spearman for hire. Not the most spirited, but he'll get the job done. Yeah, he's a soldier. Reliable companions who lead the vanguard with their lances held high. Promotions. Halberdier and Hoplite. His bases, those are some damn good bases, actually. And his growth stars 50 strength, 20 magic, 40 skill, 45 speed, 40 luck, 25 defense, 10 resistance, 90 and 95 HP. You know what? Compared to Raleigh, he's actually looking like he's kind of just a better version of Raleigh, minus the dark magic, which I already have a Kate for dark magic, so I may try using this guy. Like, I've seen people, like, attempt to use him and then not really bother, but, bother in the long run, but I think I may actually, give using him a fair shake. Now then, as for... Okay, we've got some things to sort out here. Lopez, you're not doing much damage to anybody here. I am not going to try, even attempt to risk you on this side. I'm not even sure. Well, I mean, Hecate can get rid of this guy. So... Raleigh. You can delete one cav. Get a level up. Okay, HP, strength, luck. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. Sotor de Mayo. And then, okay. I mean, we've got most of this side of the map, most of the lower half of the map cleared out. Let me, because I've got Effie Builder open, I can check something. Okay, we will have some wyverns coming in from the south a little bit later. So, Hecate, you take this guy out and suffer no damage in the process. That is actually very nice. Apate, you come here. You can heal up Fango and provide a distraction for any enemies that we don't successfully kill. Kyra, you actually just mog these guys. Who among you is the biggest threat? You all have steel weapons. So I think that I'm going to get rid of you first. And then Fango. Take this guy out second. I didn't press L quick enough. Alright, nice. Nice job. Alright. Now, Kyra needs to get over to the Scrub Squad down south so she can talk to them and get them in our party. The rest of the crew needs to work on getting out. Lopez, how much do you do to this guy? Is there anyone here who doesn't completely own him in battle? No. Not a single one. Oh well. As I said before, chip EXP is better than no EXP at all. In that case... Kyra, you get this last little kill right here. Level up luck and defense. That's not exactly what we're looking for, but we'll take it. Alright, Fungo, visit.
Huh, what? Yeah, you know what? It ain't worth it. Let's say I'm still asleep and you stole my sword. Can't well go out and fight you guys unarmed, right? Okay, lock the door when you leave.
And free Armor Slayer, that I don't really need. Alright. I think we are pretty much all set to get the heck out. So Kyra... Hecate, actually. We have an easy thing for you to do here. Break them all down, Chris Jericho. Oops. Fungo doesn't quite knock it down himself. But okay, that's fine. Hey, Nicholas. Alright. Yeah, it's looking like there's not a whole lot else going on. So let's just get everyone out of here. Escape. What a thrill! Let's never do that again. Oop. Wow, the lackey did not lie. They really are getting away. I hadn't figured that girl to be the type to take things lying down, but this is bold. We may have struck gold, Lorenzo.
Right you are, Madame Grand Inquisitor.
Feeling restless, my dear adjutant? I can see your stash trembling like crazy.
Well, it's pardon my insolence in questioning you, Madame, but I have not received orders to give chase to the fugitives. You simply ordered the men to continue their preparations.
Indeed, that truly is what happened but minutes ago.
If the Hierophant learns that we let her slip between our fingers, well, to be forthcoming with you, Madame, I am rather puzzled.
What does it matter if we have her here or elsewhere? We're in no rush. Anywhere she goes, anything she does, we shall know shortly thereafter. Why go through the hassle of playing cat and mouse with her? On the contrary, it might be interesting to see what her next move will be.
You're right, Madame. Pardon my insolence.
I already pardoned you the first time you asked, my dear. For now, let us bide our time. See if they'll make it past the walls. Are you willing to bet on their odds, Lorenzo?
By your command, Madame Grand Inquisitor. Let's say 10 coins of gold on their successful escape.
Pah, it's not fun if we both make the same bet. Alright. Are they still around? Oh yeah, they're still around and they're gonna give fucking leadership stars. Not that it matters, because there's no enemies right now, but let's get out of here.
In excelsis.
Here I thought a mercenary's life would be easier than a knight's. I think we've seen most of this before. That was horrible. Right, Begonia. And meanwhile, break this open.
Out of my way, I'm getting out of here.
So sorry I can't keep blessing this battlefield with my good looks. Pate, do I care about healing Kairos? I think I do, actually. Just for the hell of it. Alright, Kyra. Let's talk to these guys. And who are you two supposed to be? Oh, are you the leader of the escapees? Fear not, for we are here to save you. We are the Tartaran Rebellion. The what now?
It is nothing so grand as that. We have our misgivings with our governing figures, but a proper rebellion isn't built in a day.
So we came here looking for more friends. We spotted you going in there all sneaky-like, so we figured it was the right time to jump into action. Clear the way out for you and stuff. Let's discuss this later. Alright? I'll stick with you until we're back outside. Is that alright with you, Dad?
Go. I shall draw the enemy's attention.
Alright. And we get Agari, a Tartaran squire who absconded from the Holy Knights alongside her father. Mounted Tartaran Knights adept with graceful sword and mighty axe. Promotes into White Dragoon and Great Knight. Agari is a unit I see a lot of people who play this hack using. And I can see why. Her, again, not bad base stats for her join time. But yeah, these are her bases. Her growths are 45 strength, 25 magic, 50 skill, 50 speed, 50 luck, 20 defense, and 25 resistance, and 65 HP. Yeah, not a bad unit at all. Oh, and she comes with a couple of free support ranks. She can escape. Another day, another win. We're unstoppable.
Agariste is leaving the field with the prisoners. Hestia, heed me. We have done what we came here to do. There's no sense in remaining any longer. Let us retreat.
You're the boss. Back the way we came. Alright, and that's it for now. And they're just gonna stand there menacingly. Oh, nope, they do spawn enemies. But we are already well on our way out, so might as well get out. Fantastic. Alright. Pate, get one last heal for good measure. Begonia, get out of here.
I may run today, but make no mistake, I ain't gonna forget this.
And Kyra, move towards the exit.
Excuse me. I do not feel like farming those guys for EXP. So it's just gonna be... Get gone.
I live through one more day. Kyra? Out, everyone! We've places to be!
And one last turn. Gets Kairos out.
Oh, mother, thanks for not smiting me just yet.
Alrighty.
Did everyone make it? I believe so. You are risking much in doing this. You do know that, right? Funny way to spell the words thank you, don't you think? You did this of your own accord, for your own reasons. Gratitude is not what you need from me, is it? Ugh. Where's Redbeard? Damn it, I'd hoped he'd be around here. Sis over here! Elias! You had me scared out of my mind, big guy. Kyra, why is this happening? They didn't tell me anything. What's going on? Don't worry, it's all good now. Everything is about to look up for us, Elias. What?
Hey, Kyra, I don't want to be a party pooper, but you do know we can't just go back home now, right? They'll be waiting to send us right back to that hole.
I already thought about it. It shouldn't be a problem. We're going to my place.
Hey, Kyra, ain't that...
Long story. I'll explain later. But yeah, we're going to the Brigand's old fort. We'll lay low there for a while.
Deep in the forest, off the roads, easy to defend? It ain't a luxury palace, but it gets the job done.
Hardly magnanimous of you, don't you think?
Hey, least I could do. We're all in this together now. Rogues ought to look out for other rogues, no?
Don't compare us, Begonia. We only wanted to free innocents from wrongful imprisonment.
Yeah, but you got your own reasons, don't you? Don't lie to me. I won't judge or anything.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I agree with her. When are you going to talk to me, Kyra?
Talk to you about what?
So much has happened in a handful of hours. Please, Kyra, help me to understand the situation.
Not now. We need to get going. Wouldn't do to linger here after sunrise.
Here, I thought she'd be more pleasant round friends. At least she was open about how much she hated me. Hoo-wee, is she always like this with you lot?
Sis.
Hold.
Oh, you're the knight that helped us. We owe you our thanks.
We have precious little time. Let us not waste it on pleasantries. My name is Pericles. Behind me is Hestia.
Yeah, I see you, Saint Rebenio. Having characters in your hack that happen to share names with characters from one of my projects. A pleasure.
And that there is...
Call me Agari. It's great to meet you all. So, what's your deal? You're not the kind of people one expects to orchestrate a prison break.
I'm sure you have already deduced. I was a holy knight. I once believed ours to be a beautiful nation, worthy of our pride. But that beauty does not run deep. At its core, Tartaros is rotten.
The Inquisition tyrannically watches and lords over the people. Daily heretics are taken to the capital, never to return. Ugly stuff. Once you open your eyes, you can never go back.
And go back we never shall. We strive to reshape Tartaros for the better, until it is every bit as beautiful as it deserves to be.
That's a nice speech. It'd probably work on the likes of Soder. But none of that changes the fact that you're obviously desperate. You are trying to break potential allies out of the dungeon.
Well... On top of the Inquisition breathing down everyone's necks, there are a lot of true believers out there. Folks just don't see much of a reason to go against the grain. So, in many words, yes, you're right, we're desperate.
Well, for the time being, you can tag along with us. We're going to hide for some time. I hope we can fit all of you in the fort. How many can we expect? Just the 3 of us, but you'll be really glad to have us. My dad's the greatest knight in the realm. Hestia's an awesome blacksmith, and I'm a quick learner. We're going to be close like sisters before long. Just you wait.
Very well. Can't say no to more help under the circumstances. Fantastic. Let us be off, then.
Wait, Kyra. That voice, it's... Kyra, you're a pretty bad friend, you know that? Theme.
I told you not to leave me out of this. And you lied through your teeth and did it. That's too cruel, Kyra.
I didn't want you to get you mixed up in this. There was a good chance it all went wrong in there. And now we'll have to go on the run. But you can still go back home. Think of your brother. How will he feel if his little sister disappears?
And how would you know how my brother feels, Kyra?
Well, I'm assuming he'll...
For your information, he gave me his blessing to go to your side. He said the neighbors can give him a hand while his leg finishes recovering. He told me it's you that's going to need more help than him.
You really said all that?
Mm-hmm. So please, don't keep me away. You're my friend, Kyra. I want to be there for you.
I'm sorry, Feem. You can come along if you want. As long as you're careful. You're no fighter and...
Yeah, the first part was good enough. Thanks, Kyra. You won't regret this.
I better not. Come on, we've dawdled long enough. Okay. And that is chapter 4. That was actually... I mean, it got a little hairy at points, but that was not too bad. Although it's less enemies than I remember it being. I remember there being a lot more that you had to deal with. I guess maybe because I'm not playing on hard mode. But yeah. That was straightforward enough. And then I think this might be the first chapter where we get the base. I'd be looking forward to that. And then let's get the next chapter map picked up on Heavy Builder, just so I can see what we're up against, and go into chapter 5, Tested Resolve. 2 days later. I believe it best to remain here for the foreseeable future. Your group is strong, but it is a small group nonetheless. We have no hope to prevail over the theocracy armies. We must move to recruit more allies to our cause, and then... Dame Kyra, I would have your thoughts on the matter. My thoughts are that you go way too fast, Pericles. When did we agree to join this rebellion of yours? 2 days ago, we were just a remote village's militia. We kept brigands at bay, and that was about it. Now you're asking us to declare war on our homeland. Well, Kyra's homeland, at any rate. What then? Will you remain holed up here like rats? Theocracy has turned your lives upside down. Bear you truly no resentment towards them for that? Moreover, you owe us a debt of gratitude for our aid. Give me more time. I need more time, alright? Perry, I've got to side with them on this. The theocracy's not going anywhere. We could use the break, don't you think? But... Agariste, do you agree as well? I mean, I'm itching to take the fight to the Inquisition, but... Yeah, we can't exactly force these people to fight for us. If they want time, we should give them time. And if they refuse, well, that's just life sometimes. Pray forgive me. I got carried away. It's alright. Look, feel free to stay as long as you want. For now, that's the best I can promise. Sorry. It's not an outright refusal, Perry. It shall do. I appreciate the hospitality, Kyra. Say, has anybody seen Apate? Yeah, she said she wanted to take a short walk. Headed to the back entrance. Going somewhere, Apate? My offer has not changed, and I detest repeating myself. How long do you intend to put off giving me your answer? Oh, damn it, why won't you all give me just a bit of time? Do you all think it's so easy to just give up the life you've lived all your life? This isn't what I wanted, Apate. None of this is. I told you then. I am forcing nothing upon you. Refuse me, and we shall never meet again. You can go back to your regular life. Or attempt to do so, at least. Hopefully, whoever double-crossed us will leave you alone with my departure. Again with that, Apate, no one's... It is no concern of mine, but you must make up your mind before long. What did I just say a minute ago? What if you had to give an answer right now?
What is the first thing on your mind, Kyra?
Aha! The crest. A holy knight here?
Surprised, are we? Good hiding spot, I must admit. We would have had a hard time finding it, if not.
What?
Oop, best watch my tongue. Nearly made me slip up there. Soldiers, on the double. The heretic and a pathetic little cadre are here. Pulverize them to the last. But leave the hag alive if you can. That's the way Grand Inquisitor Sandratica wants it. May the Mother's mercy be upon us.
And we have enemies. Surrounded? But how? How could they find us so fast? The time will come. The time will come for questions and answers. Now we must defend ourselves. All of a sudden you don't feel like pestering me with questions, huh? Inside, quick! Kyra, it's... Yeah, I know. They're back there too. What? I don't believe it. Okay, let's calm down. We have time before they bust down the doors. Let's mount a defense and hope for the best. Where is everybody? Most folks are at the camp we set up in the inner courtyard. I reckon you've got the time to swing by and check on them.
Dame Kyra, leave the East Wing to us. With the pirates' assistance, Hesty and I should suffice.
Hey, I ain't no pirate, you high and mighty. Alright, we'll handle the back then. Let's go, before they can form up at the doors. Starting this chapter, you can go to the army's camp from the preparations screen. There you can speak to allies or overhear their conversations to get to know them better. This may yield a multitude of rewards, primarily support levels and stat gains. Hestia the blacksmith will also be found there. The preparation store has been unlocked. She might also have other things in store for you. Make sure to pay visits to her often. Lastly, you can use the bling icon at camp to change your difficulty settings at any point. You can return to the preparations at any time by waiting within the areas marked by blue flames. Yeah, we will not be changing our difficulties at all. So I saw that the FE Universe forums has been more civil when I put up a post about support combos with too much or too little. People expressed that I was under a lot of stress. I was stressed because I was having conflicting expectations of how my hack would perform. Either people will enjoy it or my work will have been for nothing. I think there is one thing I should learn. You cannot please everybody and be proud of your work no matter what people say. Yeah, that's good advice. That's a good way of thinking about it, Matt. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when I put the new Darius the Conqueror project up on FE Universe that I mean it got a bit less traffic than the initial post for Black Dragon did, but honestly, like, I have not gotten any people yelling at me over it so far, which I'm happy for. So I don't know if people have actually been playing it, but you know. But yeah, it does seem like that forum has calmed down a lot. I know that they had a thing of what's it called? They had a thing where, like, people... I mean, I know, like, in the past I've had issues with how FE Universe's... how FE Universe's community can be hostile towards people posting stuff there, but honestly, like, so far, like, my time there has been much better than previously, even though I feel like the post I've made hasn't gotten all that much engagement. Anyways, let's go to camp, and let's take advantage of one of my favorite features of Hag and White, the base camp. I know that we don't usually like hub worlds in our Fire Emblem games, but this is actually a case where I think they did it right. Because the hub world is small, and the only thing you actually have to worry about is just talking to whomsoever has talk conversations available at the present. So let's start out with the first person we have to talk to, Hestia. Ah, there you are. Not bad. The camp, I mean. It's always safer sleeping between four walls.
No arguments there. Well, going forward, I figure you'll probably find me around here. I'll see about keeping you folks supplied with basic weaponry at all times. I know my alchemy, too. Come to me if you need more tomes. The only problem is, materials don't grow on trees. I'll need funding if I'm to make you stuff. Them's the breaks.
That'll be really helpful. Thanks, Hestia.
Hey, it's my job. I've also got my contacts in the marketplace. If you want to know what's for sale just about anywhere, I'd be happy to give you a preview.
Got it.
Also, before it was my job, blacksmithery was my hobby. I may work on my own little projects on the side. I'll let you know if I come up with anything special you can use.
Having you around's going to be quite the boon, huh?
Wait until I actually do something before you say that. Now, this is the most important part.
Yeah?
It gets lonely in the forge. Come around for a chat from time to time.
I'll try.
Alright. So yeah, Hestia will periodically make special weapons for your Skrunklies, including Kyra. And there's some fun stuff you can get.
Hi there, Feem. How are you? Shh, not so loud. What? I'm trying to listen.
What, to them?
Yes.
Why?
So I know what they're talking about, duh. Come on, just stand there and don't look guilty. They haven't noticed us. Here we go.
You overhear a conversation between your allies.
Well, it's been a quiet couple of days. You think we actually made it? Will we be okay?
Surely you jest, Phobos. Do you not comprehend the gravity of the situation? We aided in a heretic's escape, and not just any heretic. A heretic captured by the Grand Inquisitor herself. Things may never return to how they were before.
Yeah, aptly put for once.
For once? Oh, what does it matter?
Surely you're being too dramatic. We'll have to lay low for some time, but Kyra's got to have a plan. She always has a plan. I don't think she thought this through that far. Our dear leader might have gotten us all... Oh, come on! Are you serious?
She once lived in the capital, unlike you. She saw firsthand how the theocracy loathes heresy, and all those that would dare tolerate it.
How do you feel about it, Soder, personally?
I was once a holy knight. Those days may be through, yet nevertheless... yes, I shall admit it, I am not comfortable with this.
We're in this together now, though. We'll stick together and weather the storm. Just as we've always done.
That may be all we can do for now.
I suppose.
Right, and we get support level for that.
Oh no, problems in paradise, huh?
Feem, I really don't think we should have listened to that.
Oh please, what's the harm? I don't feel comfortable with this. Everyone's entitled to their privacy. Well, I think it's important to know what's on your friends' minds. This way you can get to know the people around you better. And if they've any concerns on their minds, you can be there for them and help them to solve them. That's all stuff a good friend does, right? You want me to do that by spying on people? Yeah, although I wouldn't call it spying exactly.
Oh goodness, these shenanigans are going to get you in trouble someday.
Hasn't happened yet. I'm an expert at the shenanigans, as you call them.
Right.
There's also another reason. Maybe this way we'll find clues about what you and the old lady were talking about. About how someone with us might have... Well, you remember. You eavesdropped on us? Feem! I was afraid you were leaving me out of the loop again. Look, I'm really sorry, but I just want to help you, Kyra. When my brother hurt his leg, you were there for me. You taught me how to hunt so I could provide for us in his stead. I owe you so much, and I know I'm not the best at combat, so... Look, I'm even keeping notes in my diary.
Phobos and Soder went out to scout. Hecate stayed all day in her room. The new knight was polishing his axe. Kyra went behind a tree to...
Theme! Hey, anything could be a clue. You never know.
Well, while I wish you went about it differently, I do appreciate the thought, Theme. But please, try not to bother people, would you?
No worries. I'll be so sneaky nobody will even know I'm watching.
That's not what I meant. Oh, what's the point? Theme... You are a sneaky little lass.
Let's talk to Nikolaus. Hey, anything I missed, Armory? Yeah, you missed the entirety of Chapter 4. I think I told you this when you were co-comming the other day, but I actually reset after Chapter 3, so everybody's alive now, and no one died whatsoever. But yeah, we're currently just going around the base camp and talking to people, so taking advantage of one of my favorite things this hack does, because I'm always a big fan of these sort of base conversation type things. And it's nice that these are how supports are handled, because it makes actually taking advantage of them a little bit easier. Alright, let's talk to you, Nikolaus. 0 combinations here, huh? Sleep in tents, wake up early. That's fine, I don't mind. Good to know what I'm signing up for. I can handle a rough going. I just hate surprises. Keep me up to date, though, and we'll get along great. Okay, that was surprisingly short and to the point. Alright. Hello, Eli. How are you holding up, Elias? They didn't hurt you, did they? No, they just took me to a room and locked me up. Wasn't so bad, though. There was a bed. I mostly just slept until Uncle Ed showed up. Phew, good. Good, that's very good. Hey, sis, we can't go back home now, can we? Not yet. Excuse me. But soon, you'll see. We just have to wait until they forget about us. Will it truly be that easy? Well, who knows? Maybe the forest air will do you good. Kyra, thanks for trying to cheer me up. I'm glad you're still here with me. And I'm not going anywhere. Alright. And I think that is it in terms of... Oh, we do have the bandits down here. Do they have... No, they don't. Alright. Oops. Do you want to leave camp? Yes. Let's leave camp and get back to preparations. So, actually, you know what? Really, what's your defense like? 9 compared to 10. I guess it'd be better to bench Soder, because... Oops, that is not the right thing. Because Sotor is going to be less useful to us going forward. Yes, you said, just been busy tonight, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, this stream has not been particularly well attended at the moment, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do when you don't have much of a following? But anyways, first things first, we have coins to sell. Full inventory of coins. Alright. We sell for 150 a pop, which is not much, but it is something. And now, we have to start restocking our characters. Alright. Let's see here. You know what, actually, I'm going to sell this Devil Axe because I do not use these kinds of weapons. Extra Wex be damned. These are not worth the hassle for me. Alright. Kyra. You are looking pretty good. I don't think I'm going to need to do anything for you. Pate Lopez. Could give you an Armor Slayer. Well, you can't use it yet. Gonna need a few more rounds of combat before we can do that. Phobos. I think I am going to give you 1 extra Iron Sword. Just so that you have something on standby. You'll probably be using the Steel Sword more. Hecate. I think you're set. Kairos, you definitely need another sword. Actually... Okay, there's nothing else we can get for you right now. Fungo.
We'll get you an iron axe. Begonia, you're looking set. Nikolaus, you're getting an iron lance, just so that you have a weapon that hopefully doesn't weigh you down. Agari, you could use, let's say one of each. Rally, you're good. And that's all we've got for right now. Actually, I want to double check. Okay, we don't have any. Alright, I think we're all set. So let's take a look at the enemies here. So we have firebrands. We have cavaliers here. Okay, Fungo, you and your halberd are going to have to put some work in. And then in the meantime, yeah, I think this is looking pretty alright here. Alright. Alright. Okie doke. Here goes nothing.
Oop. What? Huh? Wait, where'd you...
Don't you remember us? We're the guys you helped out of jail the other night.
When did you... Oh, Begonia let you in, didn't she?
We made our way back just last night. These guys are after you, aren't they? Let us help.
You truly want to help us? After all that happened?
Water under the bridge. That's how the boss feels, and that's how we feel too.
Okay then, be careful.
Oh, and in case we don't make it, here. Just a little something from us, as thanks for everything.
Well, this better not be stolen goods.
Come on, have a little faith, would ya? Free red jam, that's nice.
If she's deployed, Begonia can speak to the brigands to send them away. There's no reward for keeping them alive. Good, because I plan to exploit their presence here, because the AI likes to attack green units much more than it does your characters. So we can exploit that to have them decoy for us. Alright, Fungo, HP and skill for your first level up here. That's alright. Nicholas. Okay, you deal half this guy's health. So what I guess I can do... Kairos here. Phobos is going to want that kill. 12... and 16. Alright. Very well then. To your work, Kairos. Oh, that may have been a blunder on my part. Because Kairos is now in range of a bunch of people. And nobody is dodging attacks off the gate, which is quite irritating. I will not lie. I mean, if I remember... Oh, this is a route map. For some reason, I thought it was a defense. I must be thinking of a later chapter. Because I could have sworn this was a defense map. Alright, Nicholas. Thank you for your service. Agari. Onto the front lines we go. Begonia. You hang
back. Because I think that these merms may be a good target for a triangle attack. Alright. And then Hecate bring up the rear. Whoop. And we have these guys.
The forest is so crowded today. How odd. I don't usually get this many visitors. I hope they aren't here for...
Ah, there you are, my good friend. I wish to thank you one more time before we depart. Your wise counsel has advanced my research immensely. Thank you for having us. Our stay has proven most enlightening, though I do believe your hospitality has been the best part.
Oh, my dear, it was a pleasure for me as well. Please, if it is not a bother, remember to write. I would love to know how your research progresses.
I would have to be one careless cad to forget. My research and I owe much to you. 'Tis the least I could do.
Tiresias, knights are on the prowl throughout the forest. I doubt they're here for you, but well, it would be best not to get caught up in whatever this is.
Good point. I'm sorry we cannot stay for another cup of tea.
Ah, my tea is hardly so special. You can have a cup the next town over. Just make sure you travel safely, all right, my friends?
I would give my life before I allow harm to befall Tiresias.
Ah, you always say the darndest things, Wulfric. Might I have your hand?
It is yours. Let me guide you to the exit.
Farewell, Eupraxia. May we meet again.
Best of luck to you both.
Right. And they take off. Yes, we have a green-haired mage named Tiresias. There's a Black Dragon Beginnings joke in there somewhere. Kairos, please dodge this. For the love of God. I need to learn to stop pressing the mouth button. I really need to learn to stop pressing the mouth button. That is the second time in the span of 2 chapters that this dumbass has gotten himself killed. Thanks to his low defense and inability to dodge. Thank God for resets, but that is annoying. That is very annoying. At least he dodges this time. Alright, Phobos. Show him how it's done. God's sake. Alright, there we go. Good grief. Alright, and then it's basically just do it all over again so we can do it all over again. Nice CS-188 reference there. Rip Kairos again, yeah. He died. He had a death last chapter too. Obviously I was set, but it was quite annoying. All right, Fongo, what do you get this time around? HP, Strength, and Magic. Well, okay then. So slightly better level up than what you got last time. Okay, only one of these guys down here is gonna go after us. Begonia, you go here. Lopez, you shadow her. Raleigh. Alright. And Agari here. And we saw this already, so let's just get a move on. Agari's not doubling. Maybe I should have given her the Armor Slayer instead of Lopez. Probably would have been a bit of a smarter play. What?! %1 crit!
1%! He would have lived if not for that. Oh! Oh my god. I have no words. I actually have no words. I have no words for that. 1% crit. The enemy got a fucking 1% crit. Ah! You know what's really fucked up? The last time Raleigh died, it was also to a Myrmidon getting a low percent crit. Worst part was, that was on a hit that would have killed him regardless. So it was just disrespect. Here, it's even more disrespectful. Fucking hellfire. Fucking hellfire. That is some bullshit. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh my god. Thank God for being able to skip combat animations. Otherwise, this would have been completely and utterly intolerable. Gary, go here. Hand axe. What's your attack range? Okay, we put Raleigh here. He's not in range of anybody. God fucking blessed. You know, every time I have one of these streams, and I'm kind of quiet for some of it, and I think that there's going to be no highlights, every time I think that, something happens out of the blue, it's funny, and I always seem to have at least one highlight per stream. Good God. What even is RNG today? I cannot wait for the day we bench Raleigh, because that fucking shit is... That fucking shit is as good a reason as any to kick him off the team for good. My God. Okay. Alright, we got past it. We have a turn. And these idiots are gonna get killed by these merms. Oh! Another low percent crit! At least it's not one of my guys this time. Thank you for being a meat shield, guys. Your sacrifice is quite appreciated. Now, please do not steal my experience. As soon as I open my mouth. Tisk, tisk. Nicolaus, you actually one-shot these guys. Question is, do I want to do that? Because you are going to be... I mean, I guess I could rescue you out of there. And I think that is what I will do, actually. So get owned. And then Fungo, come in. Yoink him up. And Rally, you drop him.
Out of sight. Now, as for you guys, I guess Kyra can just dump this into the convoy, take out a pure water, and bingo, bango, bongo. Nice. Alright. Now. Somebody needs an armor slayer. I think that Agari's probably the best candidate for it. So we'll drop her steel sword in the convoy, because I don't see that being quite as useful. Probably should have done that a little sooner, but oh well. Actually, from this position, I can have Phobos take it. Yes, slay. Those are words that should not be coming out of my mouth. Excuse me. Strength skills, is that speed? I was luck at the very least, but not a bad level up. Phobos, you are doing well. I can only hope you continue to do well, because I think you will be a valuable asset to the team. Hecate, 8p magic speed and res. More speed is always appreciated. Alright. Lopez, you go here. You are now in range of the thing I do not want you to be. So, yoink. You cannot take him. Okay, then.
That's it, soldiers. We cannot lose. We are the Tataran Holy Army. Attack! Bring them down to the last. Kill them. Hey, you. What in the world are you still doing here?
Me? Oh, well, you know, I haven't received the order to go yet.
Idiot! What did I just say?
Yeah, I know, but you didn't address me directly, so...
And why would I? You're just one more rank-and-file nobody. I'm your commander, and my word is law. So follow it, now!
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Charge, you muttonhead! We're here to cut them down, aren't we? So do that! Seriously, who assigned such a pea-brain to me?
Sheesh, alright. Don't lose your head, man. I'm on it. Where's the enemy again?
Do whatever you want, just get out of my sight.
Whatever I want, eh? By your command. Now let's see if I can't find the leader of that pack.
I forgot you were part of this map. I've forgotten what his name is. Low percent crits are glorious to see. Not when you're the one on the receiving end of them armory. Then they're a little bit less fun. But you know. I mean, hey, whatever gets me content, you know. Whatever helps to generate content. Nice 1 damage, jackass. Pure water. I tend not to use it, but sometimes it does come in handy. Oh, you have a sword reaver. Nice. Yeah. Come on, Purloiners, just go down already so that I don't have to worry about you gumming up the works too much. Alright. Nikolaus. You get doubled if you fail to hit, but you don't. You successfully get the hit. Alright, Fungo, let's get you going. And then Raleigh, you can bring up the rear, I guess. Alright. Phobos go here. And then Agari can come and take the Armor Slayer off your hands and body this bitch. Nice. Hecate. Apate, your only real target, I guess, is Nikolaus.
Kyra, you go here, so you're not quite in range of people. I need a safe space to dump Lopez. Kairos, I am not gonna even attempt to stick you. What are these guys range? Okay, so oh, this is tricky because Kairos potentially may have to eat a few hits. Begonia, equip the compact axe and drop Lopez there, and then Hecate. How do you do? Not enough to kill. Shoot. Quite a few enemies here that are potentially awkward to deal with. Wow. Good job, Mr. Purloiner. That was a Binding Blade moment if ever I saw one. Oh, fucking Sword Reavers. That's on me for not checking, but still, that is obnoxious. I think I'm about to get owned by something coming in and walloping Kairos. And predictably, these brigands are pretty useless. At least they're taking some of the heat away from my injured characters, which should... Please dodge. God fucking damn it. 3 times. 3 times Kairos has died. Worst part is, he's actually been getting some, like, decent level ups, but goddamn is he getting owned so many times. Alright, so what we're gonna do this time is have him go here. Phobos go here. And then Agari can go here, take the Armor Slayer, and kill... or not. Because that's too dangerous, because this jackass has a fucking Sword Reaver. Let's... Alright. No, Apate can't reach. That's not gonna work. Shit. Whoops, that is not the correct command. I almost wrote that state over the... Son of a bitch bastard. Is that gonna be a fucking chapter reset? Man. I think I may have just completely screwed myself. It's gonna potentially force me to redo the entire chapter again. I don't want to do that, but... this is going to be... Couldn't even dodge a 40%. Please, try not to cry over me. Yep. I have to reset the chapter because I clicked the wrong thing. This chapter is kicking Kairos' ass. Yeah. It's kicking my ass, honestly. I have to give up some of those level ups. Alright. Let's get through this. We've got everything set up. Did the base camp. Oh, conversations have reset? Alright. I guess the thing didn't reset. Well, let's just go real quick and... I mean, it saved most of my progress, but for some reason the camp conversations didn't get saved. Alright. Pure water in Kyra's inventory off the start. Agari, you get the Armor Slayer right out the gate. And I think that will be enough for us to... Oh, I guess I may not have saved my formation quite as much as I thought I did. Well, what matters is... What matters, I guess, is that we get it right the second time. Alright. Yeah, bandits. Yeah. Let's just get this shit over with. Well, at least this time around, Fongo gets speed instead of more strength that he doesn't expressly need. Yeah, come on. Yeah, go ahead. Fail and try and hit me with a hurricane and fail. It's a wind tome that doesn't even do effective damage to flyers. It's a little bit of an odd design choice if you ask me, but hey, who knows? You actually hit him. Not bad. Wish I had insightful commentary to put over this, but it's just me redoing the same shit because of a stupid mistake on my part. It's not fun to watch, and it's not fun to talk about. Alright. Ponte, please heal Phobos up. And then Agari, come in. And body this guy. And we draw these guys out using the power of pure water. Assuming, of course, that they don't go for the injured brigand, which they most likely will. Lopez. Okay. If I can dunk this guy a little bit. Yes. Hecate, thank you very much. Magic, skill, and luck. Alright. Then Lopez, polish him off. Stab him right through the throat. Or slice his throat. Was Chapter 4 more relaxed than this? Oh yeah, a lot more. It was surprisingly pretty relaxed, actually. All things considered. Like, I remembered it being decently intense because of a decent amount of reinforcements, but I don't know if Rubenio got complaints about that map, or it was just because I'm playing this on normal difficulty, but it actually had less reinforcements than I remembered it having. Right. And Phobos gets strength, skill, speed, and res. I think that last one was. Okay. Alright. Yep. And then, what's his name gets into action. And the pesky Pegasi become a nuisance. Yeah. Hit me with a fireball. You know, this reminds me of the frustration I had to go through with Conquest and Vision Quest. I mean, Vision Quest is a hack I didn't even finish. I actually think that might be a good game to stream, because part of the thing with Vision Quest is that the way I played it back in the day and the way you're kind of meant to play it were very different things. So I do want to give that hack a second chance at some point. Yeah, you couldn't go for the other guy with more health. You annoying ass. You guys are useless. Basically just meat shields. Alright. So now for the tricky part. We have Pegasi here that are going to be a pain in the butt. We have... Dare I risk another 1% crit? Do I really dare risk another 1% crit? Fuck it. I was gonna say, if I got that 2 times this map, I would have ended the stream right there. My god. Okay. You have a Sword Reaver. I think Hecate may have to be the one to take you out. So please do that. Then Agari. Glaucus. That's you. Kyra needs to get over to recruit you. Longbow. Probably not worth it. So, Agari, you can knock this guy out. And then...
Gary, I think you're gonna need to get an axe out to be safe from those Pegasi. That didn't want to click. Wait there. Damn it! Making a lot of really boneheaded mistakes here. Tisk. A tisket, a tasket. A pain in my asket. Phobos. Please do not explode on me. Apate, you can heal him. Please and thank you. Then who needs the EXP from this guy more? I think I'll give it to Kyra. Oop, or Begonia can just crit. That actually works out a little bit nicely, though, because it means Kyra can come in with the longbow and get rid of this mage. Alright. Oh, this is not looking good. Lopez gets a level. HP, skill, luck, and defense. It's not nothing, but... Axe Reaver comes in. I think that should be good to block him off from more danger? Question mark? No, I think the one has just enough range to come in. Yep. Oh! That was a lucky dodge if ever I saw one. Good grief. Alright, Glaucus. I don't have the capacity to check your... I want to see if Glaucus... what Glaucus is programmed to do. Oop. We have text. Hey now, let's talk about this. Whoop. Yeah, please do not kill the recruitable unit. Please and thank you. I don't have the capacity. Nobody has shove, so I'm gonna check if Glaucus attacks or if he just moves. Because sometimes they do that. Glaucus. Okay. So he does not attack you if you're in range, which actually is quite useful to us. First things first. State save. Conquest is infamously hard, as I expected. I miss a lot of the side quests and Vision Quest, and I hated the turn limits. I mean, I remember being pretty frustrated with Vision Quest. Vision Quest is a hack I'll never play again to BH, just ultimately not for me. It probably isn't for me either. The thing is, Vision Quest is kind of a ROM hack that is designed to be Iron Man'd. My problem with it is that I feel like it kind of is only enjoyable if you decide to do that, though. Because if you don't, that game has so many characters that it will actually start glitching out if you keep them all alive. So, it's... Yeah, I can believe... Like, I'm not even sure that I would necessarily enjoy it if I gave it a second playthrough, but, you know, it is a pretty well-loved hack, so, you know, it's got to be doing something right, I think. Excuse me. Alright. Okay, Glaucus, we can pretty comfortably ignore you. So I think we're gonna do that. I'm burping a lot again. Begonia. Tisk. Some slightly annoying enemy formations here. think Hecate might be able to tank hits from these guys.
Hi.
Hey? So, are we going to fight, or...
Not unless you really want to. I don't know. I know I don't.
I don't know how I misread that. Who the heck are you people? This can't be the best the Inquisition has to offer.
No, believe me, we aren't. I don't know who you are or why you're being hunted, but they threw the army's most reviled detachment at you.
You don't seem bothered by that reputation at all.
Well, I'm not here out of love for the mother or Tartaros. I'm a bit too fond of gambling for my own good, you see? I had a pretty bad streak, ran out of cash to appease the beasts. They were going to give me a choice of which limb to part with to pay up. What better way to disappear than joining the eminent holy army?
I think I know what you're getting at. You don't have any loyalty to the Inquisition, so you'd be willing to cast your lot with us instead.
Got it in one. You're sharp. I reckon the way things are going for you, you'll want to disappear too pretty soon. I'll help if you let me leave with you. Deal?
Alright. And Glaucus joins us. Oh, Hecate taking bad hits. And Broken Flux Tome. Alright, please do not double me, Mr. Merm. Oh, actually, you just get straight up one shot. Hecate Gaming, she is a powerhouse. Alright. Oh, please do not steal my kills, you annoying purloiners. Alright, you guys are really starting to outlive your usefulness. And we have goddamn reinforcements. Okay. We've got pegs coming in, so Kyra's going to be the one to deal with them. Begonia, you tell the purloiners to get out of here.
My loyal men, you all returned to fight the good fight. Brings a tear to my eye, it really does.
Raise your head, boss. We owe you this and more. You've been good to us, better than anyone.
But what are you still doing here, you reckless fools? You've done enough. Get out now.
Alright, if you say so, boss. Good luck wrapping things up.
Alright. And then. Alright. Glaucus, let's take a look at you. Your stats compared to Agari are mostly worse outside of skill. And I guess res. Well, both defenses, actually. But honestly, Agari just kind of looks like she's better all around. Okay. So then, in that case, I think I'm going to have you go here. Just get this house.
Oh, hello. I hope you're not here to cause trouble. Be warned, age and frailty does not a harmless maiden make.
You should hide. We are under attack by the Inquisition.
Are you? That's curious. Usually when the Inquisition wants someone gone, well, they simply disappear. Yet here you are. A force capable of staving off the Inquisition itself.
Huh?
If it is not an imposition, might I accompany you for a time? Long ago I resolved to never to show my face before humanity again. To that end I retreated to the shadows of this ancient forest. But of late my resolve has been challenged. It wanes by the day. And if you can and will oppose the Inquisition, perhaps it is time. I only beg that you put my knowledge to use. I wish not to be a burden.
And we get a new unit. Eupraxia. An elderly scholar studying the nature of magic, surprisingly warm for a recluse. She's a holy mage, magic wielders trained in the holy arts of Tartaros' Church of Anima. Promotes into spellsword and witch. Her stats and her growths are 2% magic. That's funny. 45 magic, 50 skill, 50 speed, 45 luck, 10 defense, 55 res, and 55 HP. Praxi is a unit I've seen people try to use, but she's also one who tends to get stat screwed a little bit a lot of the time, so I'm undecided whether or not I'm going to try and train her as a long-term project, but I may make use of her in the short term, because I do have some tomes left over from benching Soder. He is gone from the army, and so shall remain. Blah, blah, blah. Nikolaus, you go here and prepare to do some Pegasus fights to get some extra EXP. Meanwhile, Hecate, you and Eupraxia can probably lure these mages out so that we can get them into the jaws of our waiting army. And of course this one Pegasus does not go for anybody that I want them to. You'll get owned. Sweet, nourishing water. And I am officially out of. I think that. Well, not quite. We're almost down one purloiner. Thankfully, their AI is set to retreat now. So we can just hurry up and get the rest of this done. Kyra. One shot, one kill. And that is a level up. HP, luck, and res. Not necessarily what we want to see. But it is something, I guess. Alright, Nikolaus, your first level up shall be HP, speed, and defense. Okay, more speed is nice. More speed is always appreciated. Alright. And now for these guys. I would really like it if Lopez was closer. Or Phobos, because they're the ones who I feel like need the experience most at the moment. Okay. I could see. You just chip this guy. Nanagari, which weapon rank of yours is higher? Okay, they're both Ds. We'll give you some axe experience. Nice. And level up. Magic, luck, defense, and res. Huh. Not stats I necessarily wanted, but not bad. Let's see here. Opsis, you've got a freaking silver axe. Freaking silver axe, my dude! Alright. Okay. I think we're in a pretty good position here. I don't really feel like we need to do too much more. Dragons run away. No more reinforcements. Good. Alright. So I want to see if Lopez can somehow get a kill against these guys. He may just end up doing no damage whatsoever. Speed 7. So Fongo can probably bait these guys out. Oops. Alright.
And then Begonia, you go here. Phobos.
This is basically just cleanup at this point. Oh, and here comes Mopsus.
Intent on fighting me then, eh? Bring it on. For each head I bring back, the Grand Inquisitor will grant me one more title.
Well, you certainly got the power to do that. Wow, Fongo with the 11 crit there. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Lopez. Do you do damage to this guy? 3 damage. That is not enough to get a kill, even with, oops. Well, Phobos to the rescue, I guess. He does just enough to get Mopsus down to 1 HP, meaning that we don't even need a triangle attack to get rid of him. Go, Lopez. Nice.
Ah! What? No, it can't be. The Grand Inquisitor said she was counting on me.
Yeah. Too bad for you, my dude. And Lopez is now level 5. HP and luck. That is not a thing we like to see. But hey, he gets D rank swords, so he'll actually have be able to use some decent weapons soon, hopefully. You know, whenever I see an Inquisition, it's usually on the villain side. The only virtuous Inquisition I can think of is in Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah, well, I mean, if it's... These Inquisitions are probably based on the Spanish Inquisition, so, like, you can't really be surprised that no one's keen to make those kinds of things a good guy. I mean, I haven't played Dragon Age at all, but that's a franchise that I may want to check out someday, because it does kind of look like it might be my cup of tea. Alright. And this guy goes for Lopez. Get poisoned, jackass. Give me a little bit of chip. Now, I'm tempted to give Lopez another kill. And you know what? Actually, I think I may just do that. Like, Phobos is so close to a level up that, you know, we can get one for him next chapter. Real quick. Apate. Heal up Begonia. Alright, Lopez. Close this map out for us. One more level up. Up to level 6. And he gets HP, luck, and res. God damn. This guy is making me regret investing in Lopez coin, because it is not paying out for me quite as much as I would like. Oh well.
And that's a chapter. Kyra, how fares the battle on your front?
They've all been dealt with. What about your side? They didn't even make it past the front gates. You don't seem so pleased. What's wrong, Kyra? That was rather, well, pathetic. The enemy commander didn't know up from down. The troops were barely a step above the mercenaries at the prison.
They maybe have been afraid that we would leave this place soon, so they rushed to mount a fast assault, cutting corners for it.
But the Grand Inquisitor herself was barely an hour's march away. She seemed so interested before. Why weren't her elite troops here? Any ideas, Hotshot Knight?
The Grand Inquisitor was always an eccentric person. She is not feared for her combat prowess alone. Perhaps she merely wished to toy with her prey, as it were.
A test. That's what this is. She sent her weakest against us to test us. She sacrificed all these people for something so frivolous. We passed with flying colors then, but that means this is only the beginning. What if Apate, we were interrupted before, but I would have you answer now. You said that the Grand Inquisitor knew to take your fancy door-opening stick. Now it has taken the Inquisition all of 2 days to find us here deep in the forest. And come to think of it, they sure caught wind of your arrival in Prakote fast. It all paints a clear picture, but will you continue to avert your gaze? More than anything, this battle... They wouldn't be toying with us if they weren't sure they had us trapped. But right now, the coast is clear. We can just leave, disappear. It can only mean one thing. They count on someone among our group to keep them informed of our movements. Is this truly how the venerable Church of Tartaros works, Apate? Deception, subterfuge, cruelty, sacrificing lives for nothing? It is. It always has, and it always will be, if things are left as they stand. They will torture you, torment you, and in the end, you will be gone. Very well. If even they won't give me the time to breathe, I will do it, Apate. Please, let me hear you say it. I will bring the Hierophant down. However, I'm not going to rush us headlong to our deaths. The reality is, we're outmatched right now. Deeply so. And your suggestion is? We will leave Tartaros. In Glamorgan, we'll have the time and freedom to build up our strength. And when the time comes, we'll come back and drag them off their seats of power. That would also give us time to figure out who their spy is. Information is useless when the only way to utilize it is to start a war. I've already talked it out with Redbeard and Pericles. Well, I didn't tell them exactly what the end goal is yet, but Pericles would probably agree, and Redbeard's Redbeard. Anyway, we will be ready to go in a short while. You should get ready too. It's going to be a quick march to the frontier. Good. I'm glad you finally understand. This is the only way, Kyra. And lest you forget, in doing this, you will save Elias's life. I will hold you to your promise, Apate. Don't you forget it. I wonder if you'll truly be the one. I suppose only time will tell. Okay, and that is chapter 5. Well, aside from screwing up and save stating in a bad save stating, this was not actually that bad. It's just the first couple of chapters were rough because there was a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies around. GG on this map at last. Took a while. Alright, see you later. Alright, take care, Matt. Yeah, this map took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Mostly because I had to redo it because of that fuck up with the save state. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream of Hag and White. I'm looking forward to the next chapter, because I think this is gonna be the getaway from the Flee South Across the Bridges map. And that one has a fun little thing that I hope I can take advantage of, because I've seen some people miss it. But yeah, I will see you guys whenever the next Hag and White stream is. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, streams have been getting a lot less views lately, and I am getting a little bit demotivated because of that. So I may have to do some chatting with some friends about some of the stuff, because I think I need to rethink some of my approaches to streaming. But anyways, I will see you guys next time for more Hag and Whites. I'll probably have a streaming schedule out sometime soon. But yeah, I will see you guys later. So until then, take care, and hopefully y'all will join me for the next round. See ya.